and welcome to the Power Up Talk Show, a talk show where we bring together community leaders and inspirational people that are making a difference in the world. I am Sandy Spady, your host, and before I introduce my amazing guests, I have Deion Bass in the house with Songbird Cocktails. Deion.
Hey Sandy, thanks for having me on. It's good to be back. I feel like I missed last season. I was pretty much out of the country for most of it. Well guys, speaking of being out of the country, I have a cocktail that comes to you from Japan, and I like to call it the koi pan. Now this is going to be a pretty awesome cocktail. It's going to be full of wonderful flavors and things that we kind of don't ever look at as, do they go together? And they're kind of outside of the norm. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour a little bit of pineapple gum syrup. This is actually going to be, I consider it the stabilizer of the cocktail. So it's going to add that vanilla and pineapple flavor. It's also going to give it a little bit of its body. My next ingredient is going to be a lychee puree. And this is going to give our cocktail even more flavor. It's actually going to make it kind of pop. And my next ingredient is kind of obvious. We're going to do a little bit of lemon juice. Not a lot, just a little bit. We just want enough to let us know that we're all alive and shaking. And then we're going to do a little Roku gin. So we got ourselves 6 botanicals all in one bottle. All right. And once we got all that together, we're just going to give it a little shake. I think, Taylor Swift, Shake It Off.
Yeah, shake off. Yeah.
All right. Once we've got that all shaken in together, as you can see, we got our glass with our garnish already on it. We're going to give that a little pour. Wonderful. And last but not least, we're going to use a little lemon and ginger sake. Now this is a sparkling sake. It's wonderful. I actually like having it by itself. It doesn't even need to be paired with anything, but it's absolutely delicious in this cocktail. And there we have it. We have our koi pan. Thanks, Sandy. It's lovely seeing you.
Thank you, Deion.
Yay.
All right, Jenn Jones is in the house. Let's toast to
Cheerio.
Us. Okay, let's
Fun
try it.
us.
Whoa.
This does not suck.
This
is delicious.
It's going to make a great interview, Jenn. Jenn Jones, she is a co-owner of Trade J's Med Spa, the new sponsor for the Power Up Talk Show. So
Yes.
I'm going to be looking so good. It's all going to be her.
The easiest
It's going to be like, bring it on. I'll do everything. Okay, so be watching all your socials for that because I'm not shy. All right. Okay, Jenn.
Yes.
Med Spa, 7 years celebration coming up. Tell us tell me the journey, right? Tell me a little bit about your journey from, you worked with the elderly, right? For years, which we both love elderly.
My
we love them.
passion.
Yeah, we
my
love
passion,
them.
seniors and dogs. But, seniors and pets are like my go-to for my heart, And I got out of gerontology. My degree is in gerontology. I used to run assisted living facilities right out of college. And then I dabbled in a couple other things after that. I wanted to get out of corporate America, and I did, and I never looked back. I met John Paul, the chiropractor, worked for him for a number of years, running his clinic. We're like brother and sister. He's amazing. And I just came to him one day, and I said, I think we should open a med spa. And he's like, okay.
Why not?
It was kind of funny. So we just got a couple of hydrofacial machines, opened a spa, got a new place not far from where we are, because we're a dual wellness facility. So he still does his chiropractic and acupuncture there, and then we have our complete medical spa. And so we're all in one place, and it's wonderful. I mean, we're actually going to be having a second location sometime in the next year. I'm putting that out there.
Yeah, let's put it out there.
Second location, but it's been wonderful, having kind of a one-stop where you can come in, you can get a facial, you can get a massage, you can get chiropractic care, acupuncture. I mean, just so many things to where you come in one way and you leave another way. And we always want you to come in one way, like not feeling so good, maybe your back or neck is hurting, you know, see him, get a facial, get a massage, and you're walking out the door feeling like $1 million.
Taking the streets. It's a full body.
Yes,
It is full body, from outside, from inside,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Tell me how you came up with the name, because I think it's pretty sassy.
Trey J. Some people say Trace.
Yeah.
Some people say Trez. Nothing is wrong.
Yeah.
Trey meaning 3. Also Tres, you know, in the Spanish version is 3, and there's 3 J's. Jenn, JP, Jill. So, I mean, that just kind of clicked. And also Trey can mean extra. And, you know.
We can all use a little extra. Why
Oh,
not? Because
extra,
we're
you know.
women. We can do whatever we want nowadays.
Absolutely. Because let's face it, when you feel that you look better,
Yeah.
you feel better. You treat people better. You treat yourself better. I mean, it's cyclical. It really is. So
You know, I work with a lot of entrepreneurs with my Power Up coaching, and what I find, you know, you can get stuck with wearing your yogas and working from home.
100%.
And being in sales my entire life, right? I worked from home, but I also got up every day. I put on my suit, everything, because you have to feel it to believe that you can do it.
absolutely.
And the ones that can do it in yogas, 2 cents, awesome, great job. But I'm a firm believer is that you got to just get into your skin of where you want to be.
Well, and I agree with that. And to touch on that, I also think it's because if you are ready in the day, you can take on whatever. Like, say someone calls and says, "Hey, do you want to meet for lunch?" You're not like, "Oh, I got to take a shower. I got to," you know. No, you're ready. Let's go.
You're ready to
Got the whole
roll.
day. Yeah.
So ladies, if you're out there in your yogas, just one day get up really extra. I know you're used to the yogas. Get up and look really good. See the outcome. You'll be surprised.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that look good in their yoga
Yeah, they
outfits,
do.
I'm not going to lie.
But it's makeup
But,
and hair and
yes,
everything.
yes, 100%.
So tell me a little bit about the spa. What's specialty? What's going on there? What makes you stand out from the other ones? I love that you have a spa with everything.
Yes, we really do. We're kind of a hidden gem, if you will, because we're in an area of town that's fantastic, locally able to get to. I mean, off the interstate, just 121st and Pacific. Boom, right there. But we're kind of hidden because we look smaller than we really are.
Yeah,
So
I
we
was
walk
surprised.
in, yeah. It's like, oh, this is one door, but it's like opens up into 2 hallways, and it's fantastic. I think what makes us stand out personally is our estheticians and our nurse practitioner and our nurse and our massage therapist and our chiropractor. Everyone, we sort of have a utopia. I have to knock on wood, because even though I'm not superstitious, but because we really do have that unicorn, if you will. Everyone gets along. Everyone's fantastic. They believe in what they're doing. They love what they're doing. They're there for the same. We have one dream, one goal, one team, and that's what we are. Yeah,
It's
and
called
I love
Dream
it.
Team.
The Dream Team.
Yes.
SAJ Dream Team. But we specialize in hydrofacial.
Okay.
And along those lines, it's everything, you know, if your skin is healthy, your skin looks great. Healthy skin is beautiful skin. And that's sort of, our tagline is devoted to the health of your skin.
I was in a
Because,
perfect.
yeah, healthy skin is beautiful. And when you have your skin is healthy and it's beautiful, you don't have to put that much on. Yeah. You don't have to wear the foundations, you know, SPF.
Yeah. I'm
Always
100%
SPF.
50 sunscreen. Like,
Yes.
people look at me and they're like, "You're how old?" I said, sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen.
Yes.
My entire life. When I was a
Sunscreen.
cheer coach,
Oh, yeah.
right, for years at all the cheer camps, I told the girls, the one thing you walk away with, you wear sunscreen.
100%.
You really can't get a facelift here, okay? It's just good luck. You can't. It's not your face, first of all.
Right.
But, like,
Right.
and your hands. People forget about their hands.
And ears.
Yeah, because you're going to be a speaker in October
Yes.
for Women with Voices, because that October month is cancer awareness, it is suicide prevention, and emotional depression and everything. So we're going to have like 8 speakers.
Yeah.
More to come. But yeah, you didn't know it was on your ear, right?
No, I had no idea. It was just I had a skin cancer. Almost lost my leg above the knee 24 years ago, and ever since then I go in once a year, yada yada, you know. And I was complaining that I had to go in that day. I'll remember it vividly. And so she does the body check, and then she goes, "Anything new?" And I said, "Oh, what about this freckle on my ear?" You know, I was being facetious. And she's like, I don't know if I like that. I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? It's just a little freckle on the helix of my ear. And so they excised it, and it was stage 4 melanoma. And I had 2 surgeries. And then I went in and had Perry Johnson, who I will always say is fantastic. He did my nose too. But Perry did this like in an hour. He cut right here, took the skin, put it on there from car to car, 1 hour. It was unbelievable. The only crazy part about it is when they do surgery on your ear, you don't feel it, but you hear everything.
Ooh, really intensely too, because it's
Yeah,
right there.
all the crunching, yeah.
Oh,
But
wow. They can't put you out? They don't want to?
no, so they don't need to, but it's
the laughing gas? I love the laughing gas.
I know.
For the dentist.
Just every
oh,
day.
wow. You're right. It's right there. So that's why you're going to share the
Yes.
importance, right?
Yes.
And so you're in a great industry because you
Yes.
promote that.
And I've never been a tanner. That's why people think
I know.
it's
That's what I
just-
asked you, first of all, because you have light skin, you're blonde.
I've
Yeah.
never been one to lay out and
Yeah.
cook and bake and all that. No, spray tan, spray tan,
Spray tan,
only
spray lotion.
Yes,
Quick lotion. We have so many things now.
so
Because
many
I grew up in the
things.
80s.
Okay.
And the tanning beds were coming out, right?
yeah.
But I was allergic to the sun, so I couldn't do it. I'd get big rashes. So I
Sure.
also think that saved me because a lot of my friends, my age, right? They did the tanning beds. We had the silver thing with the baby oil, like that you put on your face.
Oh,
or
that
something.
silver,
Yeah,
like-
the silver. Yeah. And I would be in the like shade, like sneaking beers out of my friends. They're like, my dad's gone, grab a beer. We're old enough we can talk about this now. And but they did. That's how we grew up. And now it's like a lot of they're paying.
We
for
didn't
that.
have all the information
Yes.
that we have now. I mean, we didn't know that the sun was as bad as it is. It's like, get your vitamin D, get out in the sun. But it's important. And there is still that, there's a caveat with sunscreen. A lot of people are, opposed to sunscreen because they hear all these horror stories of chemical sunscreen, which, I could be on the fence.
Everything has
chemical
chemicals.
sunscreen,
Yeah.
it's better than no sunscreen. Physical sunscreen is the best, in my opinion, just my opinion.
What's that?
But it's just physical. It doesn't have any chemicals to it per se, So like a chemical sunscreen has more. It doesn't have as much zinc, I believe. It could be
So
a little
things
off
that-
on
okay,
this. 'Cause
that's
I'm
okay.
not an esthetician.
We're not. We're just throwing it up.
But I'm just
Yes.
told
Yeah.
these things, But a lot of people like physical sunscreen because it sits on top, and that's why you should never get like a moisturizer. Again, my opinion, a moisturizer with sunscreen in it, because moisturizer you want go to deeper. You want that deeper
Yeah, you don't want it
penetration.
blocked.
Sunscreen you want to sit on the top, so you don't want them together. You don't want them
Interesting.
together.
I
Yeah.
just learned something new. Thank you. What I love is Rodan and Field sunscreen.
Okay.
It feels like a lotion. It's not sticky. I used to be a consultant back in the day, and I still use it though. Every morning I put it
Sure.
on, like right here, right here.
Is it
my
regular
ears.
sunscreen or
it's
is it
50?
tinted?
It's 50, and it's like a
okay.
lotion. It's not
Yeah.
sticky. Like some sunscreens, you're like, ooh, I
They
can't
can
wait to
be.
go home and wash it off. So there's a little 2-bit. Look it up, and I'm sure you sell something that is
We
great.
do. Well, that's all I wear is a tinted sunscreen, and so it's just tinted sunscreen. You just warm it up a little bit. It's from Skin Better, and you just pat it on and rub it in, and it's 75.
Okay.
So
Ooh, I'm
and I
gonna have
put
to
on my ears.
Try that out and
hands,
share with
neck,
the world.
you know,
Yeah,
slather
neck and
it.
hands are so important.
That's why we always sell
here,
packages
yeah.
of like laser for face and neck. Face and neck is
Yeah.
one area. No chest. Décolleté can be a separate area.
Because you
but
kind of forget. People forget about this. And
Yes.
now I look at people my age, right? And they grew up, right? Baby oil. And I think, gosh, you can't get rid of that. And I'm like, thank you, God, that I was allergic to the sun because I would have been out there.
That's why you look fabulous.
Thank you. All right, let's talk about some of your fun things in life. So one of your quotes, I love this quote. I got to look it up on my notes here.
Oh, no.
because,
What did I say?
It was so beautiful.
Give me another drink of this.
Yeah, it
Deion
is
is amazing.
He is amazing. And you can hire him, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
for your classic cocktail parties.
Mm.
It is community over competition.
Mm-hmm.
So I love community. We talked about this. You love community. We do a lot for the community. We like to volunteer. Who came up with that? Is that just something or just your office took, or just you personally, or just you believe in that?
I read it like years ago, and it sits in my office. It's a little thing that sits in my office. Community over competition, because I'm a firm believer there's enough food at the table for everyone. If you are a med spa, I want to embrace you because we're in this together. I mean, I'm fine with competition because it keeps you focused. It keeps you aware of things that you're doing that you need to improve on, because everyone needs to improve all the time, And I just think that there is no competition. And the people that think that there's competition, they're not my people. you know?
And they're never going to be your people.
No.
You know, when I sold advertising, you know, I sold TV advertising, and then we had, you know, radio and print and all this. And I never, like, we all do something great but different. Same thing with
Right.
MedSpot. Like, you
Right.
all do something maybe a little
Yeah,
different.
absolutely.
But it's great.
Yeah.
And there's enough faces and bodies around. There's
Yes.
enough, you know, there's enough to go around not to be, like, dodging people.
Right.
It's
I'm
ridiculous.
I'm actually coming up with, it's been a couple years in the making, but I want to get a resource where you meet every few months or couple months or whatever of professionals like me in the industry to kind of just bounce things off each other, you know? Not everyone's going to be interested in that because, again, not everyone believes in community over competition. But bouncing ideas off, what's worked, what hasn't worked, what software worked for you better, you know, who not to hire. No, I'm just kidding. You know, no.
It's a community.
It is.
You know, I built Women with Voices community because so many women were feeling alone. And when you have that community, you can open up and be safe. I get a lot of times.
Yes.
We just had an event last Monday, and every one of them are like, I spoke here a year ago, 2 years ago. It's a safe zone. And that's what it has to be, even with competition too. You know, there's other amazing women group in Omaha.
Of course.
And now we're trying to do something quarterly all together because there's enough women and we're all doing something just a little different.
And everyone clicks with someone else.
Yeah,
you know? I mean,
absolutely.
you might not click with me. You might not click with you, but
yeah, we're kind of,
but you know,
we're kind of full. We're full energy. So
Yeah.
everyone has their own specialty that they love.
absolutely, absolutely. And you feel I think your events are top notch, top
thank you.
drawer.
It was
definitely.
It was so much fun. Yeah, and you're going to be at the next one.
I
Yay,
know. I'm
October.
very excited.
Let's talk about Jenn as a person.
Yeah.
Now you're engaged, right?
Yes,
Look
I'm
Can
engaged.
you just show that? It's so pretty.
thank
Okay,
you.
I
You
love
did a
that.
good
It's
job.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
You grew up here and came back here, right?
Well, I grew up in Elkhorn.
Okay.
And I've been in Omaha. And then I when I moved out of Omaha, I told my mom, I said, I'm moving out of Omaha, I'm out of Elkhorn, and I'm never looking back. And now I'm back in Elkhorn. So
Always happens.
never say never, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, my fiance and I, we built a house a year ago in Elkhorn, and my mom still lives in Elkhorn, and my dad passed 4 years ago, but she's there, and my brother is in Elkhorn with his wife, who's my best friend. So it's kind of, we're a very, very small family. That's it. I have no cousins, no aunts, no uncles,
wow.
no nieces, no nephews, no nothing. You know, we don't
How
even
about
need
your
a
fiance? Does he?
He's Hispanic, so they
Okay.
have a lot of
You got
family.
a lot of new in-laws.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
As a matter of fact, his mom and his brother are here right now visiting for
my
a while. Yeah,
gosh.
lovely.
That's awesome.
He has an amazing family. He does.
Nice. And you've been
They're-
together a long time.
I don't want to rush into anything. We just got engaged 2 years ago, and everybody's bugging me, and I'm like, don't rush me. We've only been together 21 years.
21 years. This is it. Let's just all wait. So then you know for sure, right? We don't have those mistakes.
He's an amazing person, and he's never wavered in 21 years. You know,
He is
he's
who he
fantastic. He treats me like a goddess.
I love it.
But, I mean, I'm very gun shy. I know, it's pathetic.
No, but you're doing it. You're one step closer.
I
Got a
am
ring
one
the
step
finger.
closer. I'm like, why are we
Yay.
engaged? He's like, I just think it's time. It's past time. I'm like, no.
Well, I want to be invited to that party when it happens.
It's going to be an away wedding, though. I'm not going to do.
Okay. I'll have to
I'm not
watch
gonna
by
do-
Zoom or something. Okay.
It's going to be away on an island somewhere. Yeah.
Love that. Let's talk about your fashion and your trending, because we both agree that animal print needs to be a crayon color.
And sequins.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Sequins
yes.
and animal print are basic.
Yeah, they're basics.
For me, in
Yeah,
my
me
life.
too. I always say I love being a girl. I love everything about
Yeah.
it. Everything about it.
Everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So did you always grow up as that little girl with the, did you have the glitter hairspray and body spray?
Yeah. I didn't wear jeans. I don't think I even owned a pair of jeans until like 8th grade.
Oh my goodness, you love the dresses.
I wore dresses. I was a girly girl.
I love
I have
that.
pictures of me like 2 and 3 years old with purses, and yeah, I've just always been that. I'm always the person that shows up to the party that's supposed to be casual in a dress.
Oh yeah, I
That's
love that.
just who I am.
Yeah, you too. It's fun, right?
It is
I love
fun.
that.
Yes.
So once you get married, then hopefully you'll get a little girl.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No,
oh,
it's-
yeah, little Jen.
No, it's past for that. It's not going to work for us.
Okay,
but,
well,
you know,
can just spoil me.
it's all right. Yeah. I could get another dog. We got a puppy,
Yeah,
so
got
you
your
know.
little puppy. Yes.
Got my Magna, and
Yes.
so now he needs a Higgins,
Oh,
you know,
nice.
to go with
Perfect.
him. Yeah.
Let's talk about something that I like fun questions, so
Me
I
too.
just toss these out.
I love it.
If you had either a movie or a song that could explain who you are, or you're like, I saw that's my movie. Like, this is my movie, this is my life, or this song represents me. Can you think of anything out there? have a favorite. What's your favorite song? What's your
I
first
don't know why
try?
this came to my head, but
That's the
the
one.
song of- Okay, James Brown, she's a super freak.
Super freak.
She's
super freaky. That's it. Okay. That's why this show's a fun show. I love that show because that's your song. You didn't know it because you are fun. You like animal print and secrets. So it
true.
makes sense.
And it's
I
James
love
Brown.
that.
I mean, come on.
Nice.
Icon.
Okay.
Movie? Yeah, I don't know about a movie.
Maybe. Okay. What about if you could go back in time? Or let's say, you volunteer a lot, right? With the youth and things like that. If you had young girls, let's say 8th grade, because I speak for a lot of young girls. I love it. What would you tell them as far as advice, right, with skin and when to start makeup? What would you give advice for that?
Because I see a lot of tweens that are buying Drunk Elephant and all these brands at Sephora and stuff, and
Is that the cheap stuff or what?
No, it's decent
Okay.
for that genre.
Okay.
But they don't need it, but they want to grow up so fast. And I grew up really fast. And I would say savor every moment of youth because you're 40 next Tuesday. That's what I tell the young ones that work with us. They're like 19, 22. I'm like, you're going to wake up 40 next Tuesday. That's exactly what it's going to feel like. So yeah, take your time.
Take your
Enjoy.
time.
And not everything.
And you don't have to
is-
be perfect.
No, and not everything is traumatic.
Yeah.
You remember
You
though,
feel like
you know,
it
is.
is.
It's gonna
I
be
know
the
when I
end of the
speak to
world.
them, I say, it's when bad things happen, your boyfriend's going to break up with you, your best friend's going to be really mean to you, but hurt for that moment, but not forever.
Right.
Look at where you want to be, where you want to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing I think as your confidence when you take care of your skin and your body is that you're not going to be perfect.
No.
You're going to have those ugly years, in junior high, right?
Yes, yes.
But think of when you're a grown woman and the things that you can accomplish and the things you're going to do.
keep your eye on the prize.
Yeah, keep your eye on the prize. And really, I was a cheer coach, and even like 8th graders.
So cool.
Sunscreen is so important.
And I think most youth know about sunscreen now just because it's so widely talked about.
Yeah.
SPF is your BFF. I mean,
love that.
everybody talks about it so much now. They didn't talk about it, in the 80s,
Back then,
70s,
we had baby.
even in the early 90s.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on at Trade J? I feel like you guys have a new facelift coming. Is it happening? Is
I
it
know.
done?
Yes, we have a phenomenal gal that's an interior designer. Can I say her name?
Sure.
Okay, her name is Katie.
Okay, she might be my daughter.
Okay, she might or may not.
Okay, might not, yeah.
She's got such vision. I'm not a visionary with that kind of stuff.
yeah.
I'm kind of a gypsy. It's like, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. And she's like, okay, reel it in.
Yes.
But I think, she's going to do a lot of repurposing,
Nice.
which I like that.
I like that. It's a diff-
especially because we're going to be having second locations, so I'm going to want to allocate stuff for that,
Absolutely.
But yeah,
And the outside, is that done?
Yes.
Okay,
the
okay.
outside.
Last time I was
think they still have
there.
to paint and
Okay.
add the deck on the
Okay.
back, which will be a
Nice.
couple months yet. She said.
Sure.
But
By fall.
we're out of the 70s. With the
Nice.
stone.
I
We're out
like
of the
it,
70s, and
yeah.
we're coming into the times. Yeah, it's
Nice.
going to look really
be
good.
a beautiful strip mall.
It is. Yeah,
And
it's
it's
going to
so,
look
the
really great.
location, you never want to leave that location.
It's phenomenal.
Pacific,
Yeah, it's phenomenal location.
So what do you do? Do you have any packages or memberships, or what do you do?
Yeah.
Anything going on you want to share?
We have lots of packages, different packages. If you want laser hair removal,
Okay.
we have phenomenal packages for that. We also have a lifetime package where tons of people take advantage of this. You come in forever. You just pay one price and you come in forever. And we do
Is that for hair removal?
for hair removal.
Okay.
Laser hair removal, yeah. We have people that come in, want to do the laser hair removal or it's a lot of money because, it might be a couple $1,000s.
Yeah.
And it depends on the areas and stuff. And we do have interest-free financing. Interest-free, they talk about cherry pay and all those ones, which are fine, but we don't want to charge interest. We don't want to pay that.
That's
We don't want you
wonderful.
to pay it. So yeah,
you can't even buy a car with interest. I
know.
Right? It was like
Can't get
18
anything.
whatever percent. Yeah. Yeah, because you want them to feel good.
Yeah, feel good, get rid of the hair. I mean, yeah, we have, actually we have one mom who brought her daughter in and we did this for her. We didn't charge. She's a special needs gal and she just wanted, it can be a lot for a caregiver too when they get to be teenagers and stuff. And so just help her out. And both parties are thrilled. The young
is
gal
so
is thrilled,
nice.
mom is thrilled. It was a beautiful experience.
That is beautiful.
We want you to come in and get what you want, and we're for every pocketbook.
Yeah.
We have the high-end things and we also have other things that are more budget friendly. We also have where you can just put money into like a savings account every month. And so you come in every 3 or 4 months for some Botox, you got the money sitting there.
Oh, that's
you don't have to add anything to it, or if you do, it's nominal.
nice.
Yeah, lots of different things for lots of different people.
What's like the number one procedure that you do?
Hydrofacial.
What is that exactly?
So hydrofacial, I don't know why they named it something facial, because yeah, it's a facial, but it's not a facial. Like when you go in, you get a regular facial, which are wonderful. It's massage and you feel great and everything, but you're pretty much back to your skin the next day.
Yeah.
Hydrofacial goes deeper. It extracts, it takes all of the impurities out. And I'm not talking about brings them to the surface for them to go away. That you can actually see your jar afterwards of everything that came out of your face. It's a little frightening at times.
Is it like a chemical pill or
No.
not?
Chemical peels we do, but
Yeah.
no, there is a peel with it, but it depends on where you're at in your skincare journey as to what degree of peel that you'll be getting as well. You know, there's a prep, which I'm very sensitive. I have very sensitive skin. So I don't do the higher number peels, you know, and some people come in like a champ and they're like, give me the highest peel. And yeah, so it's extracting, it's pushing in, it has a vortex fusion is what they're known for, to where they push in these products into your skin.
Like your pores and...
Yes, so that it's made just for you, for what you're wanting to achieve. If you have melasma, dark spots, fine lines, wrinkles, textured skin that you want to get rid of. We also have face lasers for that too. Yeah, we really have it all. We have the Emcella Incontinence and Sexual Health Chair. This thing is phenomenal.
Wow, that was a lot.
I have moms that
Wow.
come in who want to jump on the trampoline with their kids and they can't.
I know, it's a serious thing.
We take it away.
Wow.
I have a 100% satisfaction rate. 100% of the men and women that have come in are happier now.
Wow.
It's crazy.
You make happy people.
We make happy people.
Okay, well, how can we find you? Social media, what can we do?
Trey J Med Spa.
Yeah.
Tress J, however you want to say it. Just
Okay.
say it and give us a call.
Instagram, Facebook.
Instagram, Facebook.
We'll share that too.
We also have a new platform to where if you call and no one answers, it allows you to push a button, excuse me, to text. Someone's going to answer you within minutes.
I love that.
It's great.
It was wonderful, Jen.
Oh my
I
gosh,
can't
it's
wait.
always
Follow
wonderful.
us on social media because I'm gonna do whatever they want to me. I'm like, do it. Let's do
I'm
it.
so excited
We're
to
gonna
be your
follow us.
sponsor.
Yes, follow me and then whatever. I don't care. I'll try it out.
I don't know how we can do anything because you're
I don't
already
know.
gorge.
I just can't wait.
It's going to be great.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a part of the Power Up Talk Show. And remember, sunscreen. That's my advice for this show. Sunscreen and be happy and do good things for others. Thank you.